This is Matt Nicholson, and this is my Hinkle Academy podcast. On today's podcast, I'm going to share with you my Hinkle Academy project and what I learned about the culture of a local organization. For my interview, I chose Monarch Beverage. So I'll first give you some insight on the interview and the background of the company. I'll then talk more in depth about the questions that I asked and the responses I received from those that I interviewed. And lastly, I'll connect what I gained to the Butler Way and what I can take away from this experience in this class. So first, for my interview, I talked with two employees from Monarch Beverage here close to Indy on the south side, or on the east side rather, in Lawrence. The first person I interviewed was a longtime friend of mine named Zach Corp. Zach graduated from Franklin College and has been with Monarch for 3 years now. Zach's now a sales rep after moving up from a merchandising position. Zach basically has a region of stores he's responsible for and helps these stores sell products by selecting certain items to put on sale or to create special deals and set up advertising displays to help with these sales. He also communicates with merchandisers and account managers to make sure that these stores have what they need and to rotate different sales, different products. The other person I interviewed is Ryan Haas. Ryan's actually a Butler grad and is now a chain account manager for Monarch. He oversees a region of several accounts that Monarch has with various clients and stores. So I chose Monarch basically because I was a little bit familiar with it, having a friend who works there, and knew that they've received several awards recently as a top place to work in Indianapolis. So I wanted to gain a little bit more insight about what they're doing and what's contributing to their success and culture. So a little bit about the background of the company first. Monarch was founded in 1947 by Edwin T. French Sr. In over 3 generations of French family ownership now, Monarch has grown and expanded to become the largest distributor of beer and wine in Indiana. Monarch performs the function of the second tier of the state and federally mandated 3-tier system of alcohol distribution by which alcohol beverages reach consumers only after passing through a distribution chain, starting with the manufacturer or importer. So Monarch represents over 500 great brands and has 6 primary areas of operation that work closely together as an integrated team to deliver an average of 60,000 cases of product a day to over 5,000 retail accounts. Monarch has become an industry leader through its efficient operations out of its 500,000 square foot distribution center in Lawrence, and also prides itself on customer service and is a community leader in sustainability and service initiatives. So Monarch, as part of that sustainability and service initiative, Monarch has converted 90% of its fleet to coal and natural gas and has even built an on-site compressed natural gas fueling station as part of this ongoing effort to incorporate environmentally sustainable operations into the company practices. Monarch has a mission statement. Their mission is to efficiently provide an ever-escalating standard of service to its customers and to responsibly enhance demand for its products. This is embodied through 15 principles. First principle is to live by the mission. Second one is to honor the commitments. Number 3 says we listen and communicate without bias or prejudice for the purpose of understanding. Fourth, we are honest with each other. Number 5, we approach our jobs with enthusiasm. Number 6, we are proactive and open-minded to new ideas. 7th, we continually improve quality. Number 8, we respect diversity of thought, opinion, background, and value self-worth. Number 9, we provide for personal and professional growth. Number 10, we foster reliance on each other, so an aspect of unity there. Number 11, we are involved in community and are socially responsible, so servanthood. Number 12, we hold ourselves and others accountable for their performance of our jobs, accountability. 13, we honor integrity and professionalism. Number 14, we conduct ourselves with humility. and another ideal or value that correlates with the Butler Way. And number 15, we recognize contributions to our mission. Monarch takes tremendous pride in its ability to develop its employees. So they do a great job of bringing in new employees and then training them and then building them up to be successful and work up within the organization. They believe in building depth, just like a team, that your weakest employee or your weakest player on a team determines your success and how strong you're going to be. So they build bench strength, which helps the company to improve productivity and efficiency, similar to a team on the court or on the field. Monarch is committed to providing personal and professional growth to talented and professional employees who utilize available development opportunities. So Monarch provides a multitude of opportunities to grow as a business person and to grow within the organization. The first is learning and development. So they have what they call Monarch University, which is their learning and development function to provide opportunities for further education and professional growth. So the first goal of the Monarch University is to focus on performance improvement solutions and continual improvement. Secondly, to establish Monarch as a world-class industry leader in learning and development. So the more you know on a larger scale, the more that the business can grow and expand to different areas. Number 3, to provide managers with tools and resources for employee development. Number 4, to gain a competitive advantage in areas of recruiting and retention. Again, if you can bring in stronger employees, that's only going to right away and train them, you're going to make the business even stronger. And to find ways to help retain those employees. Number 5, to demonstrate a commitment to learning while aligning with company principles. And lastly, provide learning and development valued inside and outside of the company. So another thing that Monarch does is they're highly involved with the community. So it's Monarch's philosophy that they believe that a worthwhile business must have a socially useful purpose and it must give back to the community it serves. So Monarch devotes a great deal of energy to being a good corporate citizen and turning their beliefs into positive action within the greater Indianapolis community. They exemplify this through volunteerism and an employee-run charitable foundation. Their charitable foundation is a 501c3 entity committed to strengthening local communities and supporting charitable causes by leading and inspiring others to make a difference. This was created as a way for employees to make voluntary contributions from their paychecks to important charitable causes to enhance the lives of fellow Hoosiers. So another aspect of the business is responsibility. Monarch is committed to promoting the responsible consumption of their suppliers' products, since they're distributing alcohol, beer, and wine. They understand that the misuse of any alcoholic product is unbeneficial to individuals and society, which is why they dedicate themselves to spreading alcohol awareness. So they encourage responsible drinking, education of overconsumption, education on underage drinking and the risk associated with it, as well as the risk of drinking and driving. So spreading this awareness largely reduces the misuse of their product, which in turn enhances or increases the demand of the product, which is going to help business in the long run. So for my interview, I first asked Zach and Ryan why they joined Monarch Beverage, and they told me that it was a passion for working with people, not only as part of an organization within Monarch, but the people that you connect with through the different accounts and different clients that they have. As you build relationships over time as you go into these stores or work with different clients. They were also drawn to Monarch because it's essentially they're selling beer, which is an interest that they have, a passion, something they felt that they were good at, and could easily become stronger. They also talked about the ability to quickly move up within the organization and to receive promotions, and the benefits and amenities that Monarch provided. They said that mutual connections were a huge factor in landing their positions with Monarch. Again, that networking is a huge aspect in landing jobs, they told me, especially with Monarch. The next thing I asked was how they got started. So that Monarch recruits and seeks out people who fit the company, and they do a great job of preparing and training employees to be successful within the organization. So they give them the tools and resources they need to help the business and to work up within the business. So at first they said it was a grind, working long, weird hours and weekends, but there's an aspect of personal responsibility, of course, to stay focused and complete the job at hand, demonstrate professionalism and integrity, especially with how dispersed the clientele is across the state and the reputation that Monarch has built up. But they said if you put in the work and show that you're responsible, dedicated, there's a lot of opportunities to move up within the organization, and they definitely take care of you. So the culture within Monarch, they said that it's competitive, as each employee drives one another to do their best, but in the end, it's all about helping the business grow. They said that people, will work out together, play in fantasy football leagues with one another. So there's close relationships not only within the organization but outside of work hours. And it's a kind of like the pyramid in Lead Like Butler. It's an inverted pyramid model, so it's not a top-down approach by any means. There's certainly an aspect of humility, as the upper management is very close and involved in day-to-day operations, which again contributes immensely to the collective culture and community. It's very supportive, like a big team, giving each other appropriate resources to grow personally and professionally. So Monarch motivates and incentivizes employees through providing competitive compensation, rewards, and benefits, along with resources. Benefits include full range of affordable health care benefits, including dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. They also have a 24-hour, 7 days a week on-site fitness facility, free on-site health care clinic for employees and immediate families, a full-time health coach and trainer who's available to help employees reach fitness goals, and also provide lunch and learns, so they educate during lunch classes, provide cooking classes, and regular fitness sessions. Monarch also provides flexible paid time off, as well as tuition reimbursement up to $4,000 annually after 12 months of employment. So this can be applied to any class or formal course leading to a degree or certificate. So basically, someone who's worked with Monarch for a year could use their tuition reimbursement to put towards the Hinkle Academy, for example. They also have a competitive 401k matching contribution program after 3 years of employment. So Monarch is a business, but they care about their employees because they know that the employees determine the success of the company. The employees have to be healthy physically as well as mentally in order to prosper and be as successful as they can in becoming an integral part of the business and its success. I talked about Monarch's success and the awards that they've received. So they've been voted top places to work by the Indy Star 5 years in a row, best places to work in Indiana 6 years running now, and a winner of Healthiest Employers in Indiana for 6 consecutive years. To conclude, as we look at the Butler Way versus the business model of Monarch Beverage, the Butler Way is centered around faith-based principles, while Monarch Beverage Company operates around 15 principles. Even though the Butler Way was created primarily for the intention of student athletes and teams, while Monarch Beverage ideals are specific to the business, they both certainly have principles or values that can be used in daily living for any professional, leader, or someone who is trying to maximize their contribution to others. I found that passion